And today we're here to announce our endorsements for Garry Bredefeld for Fresno City Council District 6.
As firefighters, we live, work, and raise families in our community. We are looking for someone who not only understands the growing problems we have in the city of Fresno surrounding fire protection, but we also look for individuals who want to improve the overall quality of life in our city. Garry Bredefeld is that individual. The men and women of the Fresno City Firefighters Association proudly endorse Garry Bredefeld for Fresno City Council in District 6. Garry was our endorsed candidate for District 6 in the late 90s, and we have chosen to support him once again. We feel Garry will bring his experience and success back to the City Council and work for every member of our community. Thank you.
The Fresno Police Officers Association PAC Committee completed individual candidate interviews and made a recommendation to the Board of Directors to endorse Garry Bredefeld for Fresno City Council District 6. On Thursday, March 31st of this year, the Fresno Police Officers Association Board of Directors held a meeting for the purpose of discussing political candidates and endorsements. 16 of the 17 directors and executive board members who are eligible to vote were present at the meeting. The Board of Directors and the Executive Board voted unanimously to endorse Garry Bredefeld in his campaign for Fresno City Council District 6. The Fresno Police Officers Association is excited that Garry has chosen to return to public service, and we are excited to support his campaign. We strongly encourage our great citizens in Fresno Council District 6 to vote for Garry Bredefeld this June. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you Garry Bredefeld, our endorsed candidate for Fresno City Council District 6.
Thank you very much, Jackie and James. I'm extremely honored to have the support of the Fresno Police and Fresno firefighters. These are the men and women who get up every day, put on the uniform, and protect us. They're on the front lines dealing with criminals, with gang members, with gangs, having to deal with violent people, panhandlers, vagrants. The people who serve us in the fire department run into buildings trying to rescue people and save lives and protect property. These are the people who risk their own safety to help us. Their daily sacrifice, like veterans, should always be respected and honored, and I do. As a councilman, I will always make sure that they have the resources, the equipment, the staffing levels to do their jobs in the most efficient and effective manner they can for the public. But just as important to me is to make sure they have all of the support, training, to ensure that they go home to their families safe, as they have every right to do so. Lastly, while we can all recognize that all of us, no matter what profession we're in, whether it's being a reporter or a psychologist or a doctor or whatever it is, can learn, can always do better at our jobs. But I want to say clearly, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to say this, the attacks on the police and firefighters that we've seen throughout the country, they have to stop. Those attacks are typically driven by political agendas, and they're very dangerous to any community, as we've seen throughout the country. People get hurt when those kinds of things happen. Attacking these men and women are the most dangerous things we can do because they are truly our protectors. They are the ones who are risking their lives every day. And I just want to be very clear that I will always stand with the people who are our protectors against those kinds of political agendas. I always have, I always will, always. So thank you for the endorsement.